Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Welcome back. AM 1220 KHTS. Joe's Fred Arnold and joined by Dave Cantrell, American Family Funding mortgage professional. Want to talk today and throw some ways in which realtors can close more transactions in the coming year.
Okay.
With
Yes.
different programs out there, and we happen to have these programs, but also programs out there that they might want to look for.
Right.
When it comes to partnering with a mortgage professional, one of the kind of neatest programs, Keys on Time.
Yeah, Keys on Time is one of our programs that we have that basically guarantees you're going to close on time. Right? If we get the certain documentation that we need in a timely manner, we guarantee that you're going to get the keys on time. And if you don't, then you get, I believe it's a credit of $500 or $700.
Actually,
off
it's a credit of the underwriting fee.
Yeah, right.
And the key to that, Dave, is it holds everyone accountable to a new channel. This has to get done by a certain time.
Correct.
It's not necessarily getting the refund of the underwriting fee. It's holding everyone accountable so that we have success.
Correct. We don't want you staying in a Motel 6 for a night because you didn't get the close on time.
Or the moving van out front.
Or the moving van out
front. The worst
front,
part is the moving van out front all weekend because it didn't close on Friday like it was supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Secure lock.
Secure lock.
You know what I love about this? It allows you to upfront lock for a long period of time.
Right. Right.
With this upward rate environment.
Yeah, it's a good. You can lock now for a long period of time because we don't really see rates particularly going down.
Yeah, we don't.
No. So
it would be nice if they did, but they seem to be trending up.
Yeah, they're staying flat, but trending up just a little bit right now.
Bridge loan.
Bridge loan's a great product. A bridge loan is a loan that is basically you're using the loan as your down payment. So you want to make sure you get this property, but your property isn't sold yet. Right, but you love this property and you want to make sure you get that one. So we're going to give you a bridge loan, which is basically the down payment, and then once your home sells, you pay back that bridge loan, and then you have just your typical regular loan after that. But it really helps you secure that property because you don't want. Because again, in this environment, properties are going like that. You want to make sure that you have this in your back pocket so you can say, "I want that property. I want it now."
Yeah.
So
and that's really critical. In this day and age, is to be able to do that, because sometimes you find that beautiful home, and you haven't sold your home yet.
Correct. Yeah.
We had one that came in yesterday. Did that specific situation. The Peak Loan Program. The one thing I love about this, Dave, is you can buy a house up to $1.5 million, 1.5% down, because they use that first second combo.
Right. Right. So it's basically you're using again you're getting that second in there, kind of to help with the first, and it really kind of balances things out.
Because in most cases, jumbo loans above the 636 number, right?
Right.
Loans above that number are jumbo loans. Typically, you're 10, if you're lucky, but 20% down. But if you use that combination first, second combo, you can get it done. You get a first lien up to $2.5 million.
Right.
With a second lien of up to $500,000. So you can make something happen to lower down payment.
Right.
Which, again, allows you to close that transaction where perhaps there's not that much equity. Someone's selling for $750,000. Beautiful home. Unfortunately, that's how much homes cost out here.
Right.
You want to buy 1.2. How they can do that if they don't have a lot of equity?
Correct.
Huge. So we have a lot of jumbo solutions. We have 16 different investors. Let's talk about the investor advantage. If an investor wants to buy a property.
So the expanded access program that we call it, this allows for a couple of things. Number one, it allows for what's called bank statement verification of employment. So a lot of times self-employed borrowers, you're doing the absolute right thing and you have a business and you're writing everything off you can so you don't have to pay any taxes.
Legally.
Absolutely legally, and it's the right thing to do. Talk to your accountant, it absolutely is. But then it comes time that you want to refinance or you want to buy a home, we have to look at your income. Well, now that you've written everything off, there's not much income left, right? So this program allows us to look at your bank statements and show that income is coming in that area. And so it really helps self-employed borrowers. The expanded access also helps for people that have had a recent credit event, a bankruptcy or foreclosure. This allows you to use this program to be able to buy a property sooner.
Yeah. The one thing we're finding out there is everyone wants to be an investor, which is great, and they want to invest in real estate. The investor advantage really helps you because you can really have a low FICO score in order to buy a rental property.
Yeah, a low FICO score, and then
it helps you keep more cash available to yourself.
Correct. Yeah, everybody thinks you have to buy that second property with all cash. That's not the case at all. You can definitely use this investor advantage program, and you can own. A lot of times, lenders will only allow you to own a certain amount of investment properties. With this one, there's no limit. You can buy as many as you need.
Yeah, huge. Dream home renovation. This is something that recently came out that I think is phenomenal.
Right.
Because people, the buyers, they buy a house and there's damage to the house. Typically, one for the seller. The seller would have to get a lowball all cash offer.
Correct.
Or it would eliminate all the different buyers out there. The more buyers you have potentially buy your house, the more opportunities the house gets bid up.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
But it allows that buyer to buy a house that perhaps needs a little bit of work, but they're going to do the work they want, the way they want it done.
Correct. And we're going to give you the loan based on the value of the home after the work is done. And that's the great thing about it, is that, like I said, you look at that house, it needs a little bit of this, it needs a little bit of that. With this loan, we can help you get that done.
Yeah. Home Ready program. That's Fannie Freddie.
Correct.
Home Possible, Home Ready.
Yeah, they're very similar, but really it's allowing for borrowers with low down payments, which is more and more common, to use these programs between Fannie and Freddie without using the FHA program. So the benefit here is you will have to pay mortgage insurance, but the mortgage insurance will go away when you reach that 20% equity.
There's also some reduced cost, and
Yeah.
where that's a big benefit is if you have 10% down, let's say 10% down. If your credit's not the best, on typical loans, they charge a lot to not
Right.
have the best credit.
Correct.
So the worse your credit is, the higher price you're going to pay. With this Home Ready and Home Possible, if you fit under one of these two programs, they cap on how much they can extra charge you for a low credit score.
Correct.
And I think that's critical. Sometimes they can charge you 3% higher, 3
Yeah.
points higher, which is equivalent to about 0.75%.
Right.
But instead they cap it at 1.5, which is only, they're going to bump you maybe 3/8%
Yeah.
because your credit's struggling.
Correct.
And so it has these caps built in where if your credit's not as good and you have less money down, you don't get hit as hard.
Right.
But it requires some education. It requires certain, in some cases, income requirements.
Yeah, sometimes there are some income.
Sometimes they're not.
Yeah, but it depends. It's interesting how it depends on the address, and you could literally have somebody across the street that can qualify. That doesn't have an income limit, and some people that do. So you just got to check that out.
Yeah.
So,
This is one of my favorites, the STAR program.
yeah, the STAR program is it's something that we've had for a long time. It's a way to give back. It's for firefighters, first responders, police, and teachers, and now correction officers too.
Yeah.
So we basically discount our fees, and our home office discounts their processing fees, and it's just a way to give back. And it's a significant fee. I mean, it's almost $1,000 off of the fees, and that really makes a big difference a lot of times. So it's one of our favorite programs, and we've talked about it a lot.
Yeah. One of the things you could do, any one of these programs, is as a real estate professional, it's all about the niche,
Correct.
right? It's all
Right.
about, if you think about somebody that's going to do open heart surgery, do you want to go to a general surgeon, or do you want to go to the best open heart surgeon?
I would prefer the open heart surgeon rather than the general practitioner.
Exactly.
For sure.
And so the concept is, same concept is, if you're in real estate or even if you're in mortgage loans, what niche do you have? What thing do you have that you can focus on? Doesn't mean you can't do some other things, because realtors want to specialize in everything, right? In
Right.
every neighborhood, because they don't want to lose a commission.
Correct.
But if you specialized in serving first responders, teachers, and you used a program like this, it allows you to stay focused. It allows you to capitalize on that particular market, because word of mouth is amazing.
Yeah, and the other thing is we understand the market out there is very difficult, and we understand inventory is low. We're trying to come up with products so that when you see that home that you thought you wouldn't be able to sell, or you thought that that a borrower wouldn't be able to get into, now they can. Yeah. And so that's what we're trying to increase the availability for people to get into homes.
Because that 4 extra transactions for a realtor might be the difference between, success.
Correct.
Financially for their families and not, and getting into a house with these programs and
Right.
serving others or not.
Correct.
Those who want to reach out to American Family Funding?
American Family Funding, my name is David Cantrell. You can reach me at 661-505-4368, or my email is david@affloans.com.
Great. Dave, thanks. Fred at fredarnold.com. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Mortgage Minute, huh?
Yep.
Mortgage Minute on AM 1220 KHTS.
Thanks.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else.